Hi there, Loy Machedo speaking from LoyMachedo.com, who's Loy Machedo and Think Personal Branding. Today the date is 23rd June 2017. Time right now is 10:22 in the morning in Thailand. Okay, I received this email from a girl or a lady, not too sure, okay, but this is what she says. And before I get into the aspect of giving her my suggestion or advice, I also want to state that she's in the UAE and she's half Arab and half Indian, because obviously it'll affect the advice that I give, because nationality in a particular country does matter. Okay. Anyway, here goes. Hi, hope my email finds you well. Yes, of course, your email does find me well. Okay, I've watched a few of your videos on YouTube where you advise people on their careers and thought I should give it a try. Thank you very much. I'll try to do my best, and again, I can give you a perspective. I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but obviously it's a perspective. Okay, I am graduating hopefully this summer. Okay, congratulations. You're finally moving from being a student who just learns theory into experimenting and finding out what works in the real world. Okay, and have done a couple of internships and employments. So if you have done a few internships, that is just, it's like you want to swim in the ocean, but what you've done is you put your toe on the beach. You just put your toe in the water, and that's all you have done. So internships and employments, as you call it, it is nothing but just at the surface level. It's nothing. Okay, I realized that I like to do things my way. Well, everybody likes to do things their way, because hey, we don't like taking shit from anyone. We don't like taking advice from anyone. Not advice. We don't like taking directions from anyone. We like doing things our way. So I'm glad you realize that. Everyone does. Okay, which may not be appreciated by the manager. Well, that means you're pretty bad at taking directions. You assume that you know too much, and you cannot get along with authoritative figures, which is not good, because in order for you to succeed in the corporate world, you need to take shit from people. You need to take directions from people. You need to take advice. You need to take you even need to have people pointing your faults. So that is not good. Which may not be appreciated by the manager, causing a conflict of interest. See, here's the thing. The manager is a manager because he or she has earned the stripes or proved to the management that they can lead a team of people and they can show results consistently. That is why they are the manager. They didn't become a manager simply by luck, although luck does play an important role. So if you're not able to take advice and suggestions, that is not good. Okay, especially from someone who's your senior, because you need to have a student mentality if you have to succeed. All right. While some are good at following, I prefer to lead, innovate, and create. Okay. While some are good at following, I prefer to lead, innovate, and create. So my question to you is, whom have you led? For what? What have you innovated? And you need to show with evidence. And what have you created that has generated revenue or income? So if, for example, I just create an artistic design and I keep it in the house, that is creation, yes, but that's useless because nobody's paying any money, nobody's buying it, I can't sustain, I can't survive. So if you're talking about leading, you need to show with examples, and you need to show consistently, and need to have a proven track record of at least 5 years. That is where you become a good leader. If you're talking of innovation, fine. Who has paid you a huge sum of money, if not millions, at least hundreds of thousands of dollars for your innovation? If they have not, you haven't innovated anything. And what have you created that has generated income? So if you're talking of being a leader, innovator, and creator, well, you need to show results. and consistently at least for 5 years. I have a passion for marketing. Now that is very vague. How can you have a passion for something that you do not have hands-on experience? So you assume you do have a passion. Okay, it's like falling in love and having babies, and all that sounds very romantic. But obviously, unless you shit a baby out of your orifice, out of your vagina, you wouldn't know what is the pain that undergoes of carrying a baby for 9 months, shitting the baby out, and then obviously taking care of the baby, because it sounds very coochie-coo and cute when you see babies, but when you have to clean their shit and their diaper, breastfeed them, wake up in the middle of the night, take care of them when they are sick, take them to the hospital, you do not know anything of being a mother, so you can only assume. So what you're doing is just assuming that you know marketing or you're passionate about marketing, because unless and until you're there doing it for a couple of years, you do not know that. Okay, so this is just an assumption. I have a passion for marketing, okay, which is a very diverse field in itself. Obviously, it's very deep, it's very diverse, and it has a lot of factors, ingredients, and components. Okay. However, I do not know if it is only in the UAE or only with my employment opportunities, but I am ultimately given the role of sales. Here's the thing. Marketing is a component of sales, and it is very directly linked with sales. Now, the reason why you feel that way is because UAE is predominantly sales. UAE is a country that has a ticking time bomb, which is bills, which is expenses. So you can be something like, oh, fancy in terms of marketing, oh, I'm an expert in marketing, but if you do not generate any results, you're useless. And yes, you're absolutely right. In Dubai, marketing is directly linked to sales. Most of the people do not know the difference between marketing and sales. So even if they call you a marketing executive, you are directly selling. So if you said you're ultimately given the role of sales, well, that is reality, which I completely dislike. That is bad. You should not dislike sales. You should love sales, because if you cannot sell, you cannot survive. You should sell. You should know how to sell yourself. You should know how to sell your skills. You should know how to convince people. You should know how to make them buy from you. If you do not like sales, you will not survive, because sales is the bread and butter, the backbone of any business or any person. Okay? For a person who enjoys the creative aspect of work, the worst thing you can do to them is hand them over a phone and make sales calls. Sweetheart, here's the thing, okay? You say you enjoy the creative aspect of work. Now, I enjoy the creative aspect of making videos, of answering people, of reading books, of creating blogs. That is the creative aspect of what I do. But if I cannot sell my services online, if I cannot ask people to pay me money, if I cannot create a brand value and position myself, I cannot survive. How will I pay my fucking bills if I cannot sell? So, good, you're Picasso. Fine, you're Picasso. But if nobody is going to buy your fucking work, how the fuck are you going to pay your bills? Now, Picasso didn't become Picasso by sitting there and just drawing something and people were passing by. No, he had to sell. You cannot give excuses like this that, I enjoy the creative aspect of work, but I don't enjoy selling. No, this is the fundamental basic. You need to take the fucking phone. You need to pick it up. You need to sell. If you do not know how to do that, learn the skill. You do not like it is because you do not know how to do it. And keep this in mind. If there are two people, one is someone who can create amazing pieces of work, the other person who creates average. But the first person who creates amazing pieces of work doesn't know how to sell, and the second person who knows how to create average but sells very well, the second person will succeed. You will fail if you do not know how to sell. Watch In Pursuit of Happiness. That guy, Chris Gardner. He takes the phone, he fucking sells. He sells. That's how he fucking survives. If you do not know how to sell yourself, learn the skill. It's a learnable skill. You don't like it, learn to like it, because without learning how to sell yourself, you are not going to survive. Okay? And taking the phone and making a sales call, that's the fundamental basic. You don't like it because it's tough. And anything that is tough is made tough. It is tough because that is where the money lies. That is where success lies. Okay? Now, that's certainly not what I want to do in my career. Well, if that is not what you want to do in your career, then I recommend you get married, have children, become a housewife, because there you don't need to sell yourself. You can just work in the kitchen, you can create great dishes, you can innovate the house, and you don't need to sell or get yourself a rich husband. Nor did I waste 3 years to obtain my degrees in making sales calls. Here, there are two things. One is you're being very condescending towards the aspect of sales, which is the bread and butter. The second thing is you have wasted 3 years to obtain your degree. That means you're very negative towards education. The fact is, getting a degree is anyway a waste. So if you're proud about your degree, well, nobody gives a rat's ass about it. And you are saying that you didn't take 3 years into sales, into getting a degree to make sales calls. Listen, shut the fuck up, okay? Here's the thing. I'm a school dropout, okay? I'm a school dropout. I have not wasted any great time getting a fucking degree. But I know how to fucking sell myself. I can sell myself to any fucking person, even if the person doesn't speak a language that I'm speaking. But that is survival, my dear. Stop being condescending towards sales. Stop looking down on sales. You cannot fucking survive if you cannot sell yourself. What are you going to do? Show your fancy degree? Who the fuck cares? What are you going to show? Oh, I created this. Nobody fucking cares if you cannot sell yourself. Okay? Now, anyway. So what I hope is to follow my passion. Good. Follow your passion. Okay? Let's see what it is. I would be saving up for what I can do and go into a partnership. Okay. So you're saving money to get into partnership. I hope you have around, 500,000 dirhams or at least 150,000 US dollars. If you have that, good. Okay? That's for starting a business. And get into a partnership. Partnership doesn't work. It's a bad idea. It's a no-no. Partnership is a very bad idea, that too in a business. You are headed for disaster. Okay. Because initially it sounds very romantic, but once the problems start coming in, once the money starts coming, everyone's interests move in different ways. The chances for you to fail in a partnership is 500% much more than if you were to start your business by yourself. So you're moving the wrong direction. And start a fashion store. Start a fashion store. Okay, how many fashion stores are there in Dubai? There are millions, gazillions, okay? Everyone has a fashion store, so what makes your fashion store so great? I don't know, okay? Where I provide affordable, trendy apparel targeted at the age of 15 to 30. Okay, here's a big red flag. The red flag means it's a no-no, okay? So you want to start a fashion store. So before you start a fashion store, the question which I would ask you is, do you have 1 year of revenue, okay, I'm talking of revenue. Have you made money, at least 100,000 dirhams, by selling stuff that you created, innovated, and manufactured? That means your own design. Did people buy? So if your cost for making them is 100 and you sold them for 150, good. That means you sold one dress. You need to sell 1,000, 2,000 dresses like this. Then you open a fashion store. If you have not sold at least 100 pieces of your creation, don't fucking create a fashion store. No, absolutely no. Because if you're selling, fine. If you're assuming that you will sell, don't fucking do it. I got into being a personal branding strategist after I had a demand for my services, and not just 1 month, 2 months. It went on for 3-4 years. People kept asking me. That is where I got the confidence. So don't open a store. First, see who wants to buy your stuff. If there are at least 100 people a month, if you can sell one dress a day, and make a profit of at least 10 to 15 to 20%, fine, open a fashion store. And that is if you do it for a year. If you have not done it for a year, if you have not sold one dress every single day, don't fucking do it. Okay? Where I provide affordable and trendy apparel. Now, here's the clash. You're making it affordable and you're making it trendy. Now, here's the thing. If it's affordable, means it's fucking cheap. Okay? That means you earn less profit. If it is a designer wear, if the manufacturing cost is 100 and you make it affordable, you can sell it for 105, 110. Okay? But if it's a label and if it's, if it's a connoisseur kind of like expensive stuff, your raw materials would be 100. You're selling it for 500. You make 400, that is as profit. So, if you're going affordable, you need to sell a volume base. Now, you're talking of people who are aged 15 to 30. Now, a 15-year-old girl or a boy needs to ask his mummy and daddy for money. Okay? 15 to 20-year-olds. So, Do you have a market where the mothers and fathers feel, yes, this young girl is manufacturing really worthwhile stuff that I'll buy for my children? Do you have that kind of influence with the parents? If you don't have that kind of influence, forget it. And if you're talking of 30-year-olds, my dear, as far as I know, 20 to 30-year-olds, the Filipinos go to Mina Bazaar, the rest of them go to Dubai Mall, the rest of them go to shopping malls, and they wait for the day when prices come crashing down, or there's this great fiasco, sale, 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 and that is where they buy. Or they're going to go to Splash when they sell it for cheap. Why should someone come and buy it from you? I still do not know, okay? And remember this, if you want to get into this, make sure that you have a proven track record for 1 year. 1 year you have sold one dress every single day. If you have done that, fine. You're not done it, forget it, okay? I do not call myself creative. You don't call yourself creative, then I don't know what you call yourself. Okay, as it has been overused, and essentially most people are creative. Here's the thing, everyone is creative. Every single person is creative. If if you have a piece of paper and you draw a line, that's creativity. So it depends. If you see most of the arts, paintings that are being sold, abstract painting, it doesn't fucking make sense. Some people, I'm not joking, some people, what they do is they put paint in their vaginas and they just spray it all over a canvas, and they call it the creative vagina kind of painting. I don't know what's so creative about it, but that they're trying to sell for thousands of dollars. There are people who even put paint in their mouth and puke paint all over, and they say this is artistic. There are some people who put paint all over their body and they roll over a fucking canvas, and then they call it creative. So creative, everyone's creative, but the question is, does it sell? If it doesn't sell, it's not fucking worth it, okay? However, not everyone can transfer their mind images into physical work. People can transfer their mind images to the physical work. That also is not a problem, my dear. The bottom line is, you need to sell it for fucking money. If you're not selling it for money, if you're not selling for profit, forget it. Okay? And that's what I try to do. Don't try to do it. Okay. Now, since I cannot currently afford UAE's labor cost, don't get into business, forget it. Legal processes, etc. You can't afford it, don't get it. Okay, don't get in it. I choose to start up in India. You're fucking crazy. You're in Dubai, you're in UAE, and being there, you cannot afford there. So you think going to India, you can afford it. Do you think competition in India is less? You're fucking crazy. Okay, the dynamics of setting up a business in India is so difficult, it's so complicated, it's so vast, it's so crazy. You're not going to fucking survive. Your strategy is fucked up. Okay, I'm being honest with you. What the fuck do you know about India? Have you survived in India? Have you been in India? Do you know what the fuck goes on in India? Do you even know that if you open up a business somewhere, you have to pay illegal taxes to gangsters, to cops? Do you know that if you go down to India, people will not like you because you are infringing into the revenues that they are tapping? So you're not going to be like, what the fuck do you know about India? You're in UAE and you're talking about India. It's like me sitting down here in Thailand and assuming I can open a successful business in the United States when there are people in the United States who know the economy, who know what the fuck is going on. It's like, these Filipinos, Indians and Pakistanis who come down to UAE and think, oh, I'm based in India and Pakistan, but I'm going to go to UAE and dominate the market. No, you're fucking crazy. Someone in UAE knows much more than someone who just comes to UAE. Okay, so stop. You are just assuming up from your ass. Okay, which is not too cheap either in terms of rent, but I hope to manage. No, you're not going to fucking manage. Hope is not a strategy. Economic wise, what the fuck do you know about economy? Economic wise, I see great potential through my market research. Yeah, you're fucking stupid because you're young. You're fucking dumb. Your mommy and daddy pay your fucking bills. That's why you're fucking great potential. Listen, go on your own. Live 1 year by yourself without your mommy and daddy paying your fucking bills. Then I'll admire you. You can't fucking do that. Shut the fuck up. Okay. However, the problem comes as the living environment. I don't know what the fuck is a living environment, but if you can't survive on your own, stop fucking assume. There are a few people who enjoy taking risk and embrace change. I fall a little back. You can't take fucking risk. You can't embrace change and you fall fucking back. What the fuck are you talking about setting up a business? You're fucking retarded, okay? Apart from the financial risk of failing, which is very real and very big, it's a whole environmental change in terms of people, friends, standard of living, and safety. Yes, India is a fucking disaster. Women are getting raped, people are getting bullied, businesses are getting destroyed. You're fucking crazy. UAE is a safe fucking environment for you, and you're acting like a retard. Okay, I'm half Arab and half Indian. Good. If you're fucking Arab and fucking Indian, and you have an Indian passport, that's shit. Okay. Therefore, it's easy to set up business. No, you're fucking retarded. Listen, your nationality, if you're an Arab, if you're Arab local, that is UAE Arab local, then it's good to set up a fucking business in UAE. If you're Arab, Jordanian, or some other shit, means you're a very pretty face. You're attractive looking because you're a mixed fucking breed. But it's easy to set up a business. It's not easy to run the fucking business. Okay. Now, if you're talking of businesses which are fucking going in losses, just look at the fucking economy. You're talking fucking shit, economic wise. Look at what the fuck is going on in UAE. Businesses are shutting down. People are going to jail. You're just farting from your ass, my dear. I'm sorry to say. Okay. In terms of career advice, what would you suggest? I would suggest get a fucking job, learn fucking sales, earn some fucking money. That's what I tell you. You can't fucking sell yourself. You do not like fucking sales. How the fuck are you going to get into business where you have to sell a concept, where you have to sell an idea, where you have to sell your own product, which is not known in the market? Nobody fucking cares. Nobody wants to give you money. You have to sell on credit. You have so many legal aspects. You have so many things to think about. You have to handle a fucking partner. You have to handle creditors. You have to handle debtors. You can't sell on a fucking phone and you want to set up a fucking business. You need to get slapped by your parent left, right, and center. Okay? Now, take a risk and work towards finding a right job in a year. Yes, get a fucking job, work for fucking 5 years, succeed in the corporate world, at least show that you can handle the politics of the corporate world. When you can do that and you have a little bit of experience, then get into a fucking business, my dear. Or, as you're working for 2 to 5 years, then, do freelancing at the side by selling, quietly through some Facebook fucking group or selling it to your friends. And if your friends are ready to buy, okay, see if you can get recommendations, keep your costs down, don't open a fucking legal entity, just sell. Okay, if you can do that, great. If you can't fucking do that, business is not meant for you. Okay, people keep thinking, oh, I'll become an independent business owner, I'll be my own boss, I don't have to take anyone's shit. Business is not everyone's cup of tea. If that was the case, out of the millions of people, I think 8 or 10 million people who are based in UAE, why isn't everyone running a fucking business? Why are there people in fucking jail? Why are there people who have gone bankrupt? Okay, you're just a fucking kid who is just assuming big fucking dreams. Good. Dream big fucking. You're not the only one. There are millions of people out there who are dreaming fucking big. And you, without experience, you want to open up a business, while there are people with experience, with the liquidity, with the cash, with the contacts. Okay, you'll be competing against them. How the fuck are you going to survive, my dear? So, I strongly suggest you're farting from your ass. You're being overly optimistic. You have too much of confidence in your own ability without substantial evidence, proof, and a track record. You really want to know if you can survive. Get off your high fucking horse. Get off mommy and daddy paying your fucking bills. Go by your fucking self. 1 year or 5 years, do it by yourself. By your fucking self. You can do it by yourself. For 5 years, save, $500,000. By yourself, take care of your expenses by yourself, sell on a freelance or sell to your friends, and there is a demand, you can sell one dress every single day, fine, then get into fucking business. Until then, you're an innovator, you're a creator, you're a fucking leader, nobody fucking cares, because that's all your fucking assessment. It's like me saying, I'm so handsome, I'm so sexy, I'm great. Nobody fucking cares, okay? And remember this, fashion, one person's fashion is another person's garbage, another person's garbage is another person's fashion. So unless, of course, you already have a massive demand for your products and services, I think you're just fucking dreaming, dreamland aqua park. Go have bath in cold water, ask your daddy and mommy to give you a couple of slaps, go out there, get a fucking job, learn to master sales, start up ground level, and then I think you'll have a perspective. Sweetheart, I know this is not what you wanted to listen to, but someone ought to give you a bit slap and wake you up to fucking reality. This is Loy from LoyMachedo.com, who's Loy Machedo and Think Personal Branding, giving you his views. If you like it, great. If you didn't like it, fuck off. Who the fuck cares anyway? Because end of the day, it's all about fucking money. Let me tell you, it's all about fucking money. And if you're not generating money, you're just fucking dreaming. Anyway, Loy from LoyMachedo.com was Loy Machedo and Think Personal Branding. Thanking you for your letter. Hope you enjoyed my bashing, and I hope you learned something worthwhile. Okay, it's me saying goodbye for now. And do like, share, subscribe my video. Okay, anyway, after abusing you. All right, anyway, take care. Goodbye. See you.